Be a lot of fun. I heard just a hint of stress in the voice just there. We're about having a fun night. We're about having a good time. And believe me, those of you who come up here and join me are going to have a good time. Okay? The art or the skill of hypnosis is something that would be seen in this room just about every night of the week. Anytime someone is lining up at that dartboard, they are totally and completely concentrating on doing exactly what it is they need to do, and that's what hypnosis is all about. Can I ask, down the back of the room, can you guys hear me quite happily? Yeah, that's perfect, that's all I need to know. So, how about we just get into it? What I'd like to do is have everybody, that's everybody in the room, to have a go at a little bit of hypnotic phenomena. The first thing we're going to do, we'll drag out the ones that are really good at it, and they'll come up and help me show you the next step. How's that? Okay? Is there anyone in the room that's been hypnotised before? Looking at one gentleman there, very good. Another lady down the back, sensational. We've got 3 people in the room. So of that means we've got 77, and that's a pretty cool number. That's 77 hypnovirgins in the room, and we are going to have a great night. What I'd like everyone to do is put your hand up like that, as if you're going okay. As if you're going to okay. Now, while it's there, just concentrate on it. Have a look at it, concentrate hard, and imagine that you can feel in between your finger and thumb a little bit of super glue. Feel the warmth. Notice the warmth between that finger and that thumb. Now, it's happening already. It's happening already. Okay, as it cools, it will stick. So now, those of you who know the moment you try and open that finger that you can't, take your hand and put it straight up in the air. So those of you who know you can't, try now to open that finger and thumb, and when you can't, just put your hand straight up in the air. Straight up in the air. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Isn't that sensational? Isn't that great? Okay, who'd like to come up and help me with the next step? Okay, if your hand was up in the air, I'm ready. That's I'm ready. Come on up, Jim. You can come up. Your hand was up in the air. Now, who else had their hand up in the air? You had your hand up in the air, didn't you? Come on up. Okay, now we don't want everyone yet, because everyone's going to have a go. Okay? So I've got 1, 2, no, don't sit down, stand up here with me. Okay, I'll have you there. And I'll have you there. What we're doing is we are all going to give this a go. So is everybody ready to give it a go? Okay. No. Okay. What I'd like you to do this time, and if you really don't want to, you don't have to, but it's gonna be good fun. Look, you really need to give it a go. Hey? You need to relax a bit. Okay? What I'll get you to do is put both hands out in front of you like this. Perfect. Now, while those hands are out there, just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I'd like you to take one of those hands and turn it over. Now, the one that you've just turned over, imagine that I've just placed 2 great, big, heavy leather books in that hand. And feel the weight of it. And feel the weight of that book pushing down on your hand. And now, as that hand begins to drop, feel the other hand as if it's been tied to some balloons, some helium balloons, and notice it start to rise higher and higher. So one hand is being pushed down with the weight, one hand is being drawn up with the balloons, and just feel that. Isn't that an incredible feeling? I've got someone over here I think is going just a little bit hard at it myself. Yes. Okay, now, what you can do, okay, is just feel that a little bit more. Keep your eyes closed. As your eyes are closed, notice that one hand is rising and one hand is dropping further and further down. Isn't it amazing what the mind can do? Isn't it absolutely phenomenal what the mind can do? And as I look around the room, I'm finding lots of people that are really feeling this. Now open your eyes and look at your hands. And notice just what's happened to them. Isn't that phenomenal? Now I'm wondering, isn't that cool? No, this is so cool. Okay, so, sir, do you want to come up and join us? Come on. Okay. And are you running away? Okay. Now, which one of you ladies would like to come up and join me? Oh, both of you. Come on. Okay. Now, what a great night. This is going to be fabulous. We're not sitting yet. Okay, so this is still one that you can work with. Okay, everyone's going to do this. And as we do it, I'll still wander around the room and find more and more people. Okay, now, just looking around, if later in the show you happen to drop into a trance, that's fine. I'll just print you on stage. Okay, so if that happens later, that'll be cool. Can I get everyone in the room to do this? Okay, put your hands like you're a good little altar boy praying. Okay, or girl. Once your hands are nice and truly clasped together, just give them a squeeze. And in a moment, I'm going to ask you to lift your fingers up like that. And when I do, now that's the index fingers, the ones that are the closest. When I do, I'll ask you to stare in between those fingers. And I don't want anyone using them as a gun. Stare in between those fingers and imagine that I have placed a magnet in the tip of each one. Put them up right now, stare in between those fingers, feel those magnets pulling them together. And as they pull tighter and tighter together, notice them moving closer and closer and closer. And as they move closer and closer and closer, feel them get tighter and tighter and tighter. Keep going, give it a go. And as they get tighter and tighter and tighter, just feel them grow in strength. The strength of those magnets is massive. The strength of those magnets is pulling your hands together. And as the strength of those magnets pulls your hands together, you'll find that they are just impossible to pull apart. Now put your hands directly out in front of you like this. And know that the tighter and tighter they get, it's because you're trying to pull them apart. So try and pull them apart and find you can't. The tighter and tighter and tighter they get as you pull them. Isn't it amazing? Okay, hang on. Are you really trying? You're not trying. So push them out harder, squeeze them and squeeze. Now try and pull them apart and find you can't.
Go on, Chris, do it.
Okay, and yours are stuck together? How about yours? Stuck together? Perfect. And yours stuck together? Perfect. And you, is yours stuck together? Yep. Okay. So, we need a couple more people. Do you want to come for a wander up with us? Come for a wander up with us. Now, those fingers are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. The more you try and pull them apart, the tighter and tighter they're going to get. Now, we're just going to look for another couple of people. Do you want to give it a go? Okay. Now, as they get tighter and tighter, I want you to realise that they are totally and completely stuck together, and that's exciting. Now, what I need you to do, because you haven't actually followed along so far, is just follow along. So put your hands out there, focus on them, squeeze them together so hard that they become one block of timber. And as they become one block of timber, just allow them to do that. And as they become one block, just allow them to do that. Now, all stuck together. This is the exciting part, okay? When playing darts, do you sort of get stuck in a rut where you can't get out and you're just missing shot after shot? Yeah, so you know what it's like to feel stuck. The incredible thing is stuck's removable, stuck's transferable. Okay, so what I want you all to do, if you would, is put your feet about that far apart. Okay, take one foot and move it forward. Just not a long way, just so that your heel and your toe are in line. Okay, that's perfect. Now, stuck is transferable. Now those hands are stuck together, aren't they? Totally stuck. Okay, watch this. When I tap like that, your hands will fly apart and that foot will stick to the floor. Okay? Your hands will come undone and your foot will stick to the floor. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, done. And your foot is stuck to the floor. Okay, now. Okay, I think you're next. You ready? Yes. They will fly apart and that foot will stick to the floor. 1, 2, 3, stuck. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, stuck. And can you follow directions? Oh, did you hear that? Okay. Focus. And just feel that stuck go down to your foot. 1, 2, 3, stuck. Okay, now, you're really trying to lift your foot, aren't you? Isn't that stuck? Okay, that's better. What was your name? Jessie. Hands stuck together? You ready? 2, 3. Okay. So lucky it's a small room and I'm going to blow my voice out tonight, so I hope you're ready. Isn't that cool? Isn't that just the most fun thing ever? No. What's your name? Say it loud. I've lost my microphone. Bianca. Bianca. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And that foot's stuck to the floor. You know what's amazing? Stuck. That same stuck that makes you miss the board is expandable. It's not just transferable, it's expandable. Watch. Here. Feel that stuck. Feel that stuck. Feel that stuck move up. Now it's going to stay there, but it's going to move up to that shoulder, across, and down and into that hand. Feel it?
Can you make his whole body stick?
Did you say stick? Okay, does everyone see that?
She's up next, what's happening?
Okay, so now, we're stuck there. What was your name?
Emma.
Emma. Feel that stuck all the way up there, across into that hand. You got it? Stuck. Okay. Can I just borrow that hand there and feel that stuck? Emma, move your head that way. Feeling the stuck all the way up.
What if she pulls a muscle in the neck?
Whose muscle are you pulling? Now, where do you think we should stick you? Okay, this one here, I'll put you right there. Stuck. Okay, and Emily, was it? Bianca, really close. Stuck. And I'll borrow this hand, and I'll stuck, and I'll take this hand, and I'll stuck, and I'll take this hand, and I'll stuck, and I'll take this hand, and I'll... I don't know the fact that this is a Kodak moment. So if you've got a photo and you've got a camera, right now is the time to be taking the photos. Okay. Now, as I look around, you can see this is going to be fun. You're not looking very comfortable. Can I just lift that there? And we'll put it right there. And I'll just take that one and I'll put it right there. And I'll borrow this and I'll put it right there. Okay. That's a little bit easier. Okay. Are we ready? Everyone got their shots? Everyone got their photos? Okay. Is there anyone else that wants to join us? Looking around. Give it a try. Okay, so before we go any further, watch this. Everyone focus on my hand. Okay? Focus on my hand, and you'll find as my hand lowers, your hands will come unstuck. Isn't that cool? Now watch. There we go. Okay. Now one more time for your feet. Now when your feet become unstuck, I'd like you to move back to the chairs. Boy, girl, boy, girl, boy. You know what I mean. Okay. Are we ready? And down. And release. Okay. Now move back to the chairs. Now you are going to come up and join us. Come on. Okay. Now it's interesting because this gentleman here hasn't. You can have that one there. Hasn't done all of the pre-work, so this is going to be exciting. Okay. We got one more seat. We got one. Very good. Excellent. One more seat.
Proceed.
Okay. No, it looks like we're stopping at 7 at the moment. Now, I always go looking for the best hypnotic subjects because they're the funniest up on stage. So, do you think they look hypnotised? No.
Oh yeah, one would.
One? Okay. Could I ask you to put that hand up there like that? And that hand I'll take and I'll put it up there like that. Now, are you hypnotised? No. Can I have your hand? Focus here. Take a really deep breath. And out. One more. And out. And sleep. All the way down. Now you just hold her in place. Just hold her right there. Don't let go. Okay? Can I have your hand? Hand up. This one too. Okay. Can I have your hand? No? Okay. Can I have your hand? Okay, now look. Okay. And take a deep breath. And sleep. Just hold her in place, don't let her go again. Okay, now, your turn. Okay, we ready? Take a deep breath. And sleep. Come on. Ooh. We're going off that side, we'll go this side. Okay, watch. Watch real close. Focus right there. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to make you embarrassed. You're going to have a great time. You're going to be incredibly relaxed. Really don't want to? Thank you. If you really don't want to, you can go. Okay. Can I ask you just to wake up for a second? Oh, wow, that's perfect. Do you want to move down one? And I'll get you to move down. And I'll get you to move down. Okay. Yeah. Can I have your hand? And I'll lift it up like there, and I'll go, sleep. All the way down. Just on the shoulder there, perfect. And can I get you to focus right there? Okay. And just give me your hand and sleep. Good man. And sleep. And oh, you're the new one. Okay. What I want you to do is focus right there. Focus really hard. Imagine. Okay, that's it. Go with your hand. Take a deep breath. And sleep. I need you to focus right there. Deeper and deeper, just drop down deeper and deeper and deeper, all the way down. Now what I want you to do is just imagine that you're at the top of a set of stairs. There's 10 stairs, and I'm going to count from 10 back to 1. And as I do that, with every step, you'll go deeper and deeper and deeper down. Now 10, and feel us get deeper and deeper down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the way down, as deep as you can possibly go, all the way down. Now I'd like you to follow me in a little bit of imagination, and with this little bit of imagination I'd like you to find yourself in a special room. This special room is called the control room of your body, and that control room of your body controls everything from how fast your hair grows, mine doesn't work too well, from how fast your nails grow, how your heart beats, your lungs breathe, everything's controlled in that control room, and you're standing in the middle of it, and you're looking for the dial that says excitement, you're looking for the dial that says imagination, and with that imagination you're going to turn it all the way up. So I want you to reach out with your hand, physically reach out with your hand and turn up that imagination, and tonight you'll get to use it all out. So reach out with your hand, turn that imagination up, using your hand all the way up, as far up as it can possibly go. Just reach up with your hand, turn that imagination all the way up. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And now, with that imagination all the way up, you can put your hand down and the scene changes. And you find yourself, I'll just have everyone sitting straight up, eyes closed, looking straight ahead with your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3, sitting back up for me now. And now, looking straight ahead with your eyes closed. And with your eyes closed, I'd like you to imagine that you are on a holiday. And that holiday is over a lake. And at the other side of those lakes are the most majestic mountains you will ever see. They are the most beautiful mountains you will ever see. And now, look at those mountains and just imagine you're on a holiday. And just act like you were on a holiday. And just be on that holiday. And now, looking out over the lake at those mountains, and every time you hear the laugh from out the front, all you'll do is go deeper and deeper into a beautiful trance. Into a beautiful trance. And now, all the way down, all the way down. And now, look out over that lake, look at those mountains that were a moment ago so majestic, and realise they don't look that nice. They really are ordinary looking mountains, aren't they? And then, when you look at them, you realise I've just lifted my imagination all the way up. So you can do things that are just impossible. You can reach out and drag those mountains towards you, and that's what I'd like you to do now. Reach out and drag those mountains in. Pull them all the way in, because now that you've got them up nice and close, you can make them look perfect. You can make them look just the way you want them to look. You can shape them with your hands, or you can use your tools. You can use a hammer, you can use a saw, you can use just about everything you want to do. And with that imagination, you can stay for a while if you like. Okay, now keep changing the shapes of those mountains. Make them perfect. Make them exactly right for you, and now that you've made them perfect, know that you can change the colour of them. You can paint them with a roller or a brush, with a spray gun, with whatever it is you want to use to paint those mountains, to make them just the way you want them to be. And that is just the way it's going to be. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, there we go. The mountains are perfect. Grab them, push them back out over the lake, and now you can sit down and just relax and imagine and know that you're on holidays. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that sensational? And the scene changes, and you find yourself in Antarctica in a tin shed, and it's minus 35 degrees Celsius. It is so ridiculously cold that you just cannot believe. And then someone opens the door and the wind blows into the shed. Everything is just filling that shed right up. And now you realise that the person beside you is 10 degrees warmer than you are. The person beside you is 10 degrees warmer than you are. That's right. Make yourself nice and warm, and that is beautiful. And now the scene changes, and you're in the Simpson Desert, and it is 70 degrees. Your feet feel like they are baked potatoes inside your shoes. It is so ridiculously hot. It is just crazy how hot, how crazy it is, and we're going to leave that place on while we conquer this heat. And now the scene changes, and you're back in front of that beautiful lake, and it's on holidays again. Oh, I love holidays. And I'm sorry I forgot to mention all of the little bitey, itchy, stingy insects that come along with that lake. And I didn't realise that how bad they are going to really stick and sting and crazy and no, and that amazing, and now, oh wow. And the scene changes, and we're back in Antarctica. It's minus 35 degrees, and you're inside that shed, and the frost is building up on the door, and it is just freezing cold. And don't forget about that person beside you. Don't forget about that person beside you. It is freezing cold. It is freezing cold. And now the scene changes to the Simpson Desert, and it's as hot as Hades. And you're just sweating, and you're crazy hot, and crazy hot. And the scene changes, and you're back on holidays. The bugs are gone, and life is incredible. That's it. Life is incredible. Everyone open your eyes and look at me. Okay. Now remember just a little while ago, you went to sleep. Watch my hand as it goes down. You'll drop back into that beautiful trance. All the way down. And sleep. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And now, this one's going to work. This lady here, the lady I am touching right now, you are a world-class sign language interpreter. You are so good at interpreting sign language that they have you at the United Nations. And you are so incredible that you have invented your own full-body sign language. It is the type of sign language that not only do people who know sign language understand, but everybody understands. So you will be able to help me out, and that's what I'm going to ask you to do when I bring you back to me. That's what I'm going to ask you to do when I bring you back to me. And now, you're looking terrified there. Take a deep breath. Okay. And now as you breathe out, just close your eyes and go with it. And you'll love it. and you'll get better, and you won't feel any more of that itching on your leg or anywhere. And now, for everyone else that's sitting there, what I'd like you to know is that as I talk, every time I touch my nose, it will be like someone has stuck a pin in your backside. It will be like someone has taken a great big pin and gone in your backside. And it will hurt. That's every time I touch my nose, you will feel like you have just had a pin stuck in your backside. And on the count of 3, you're looking pretty hard. Am I right? He's looking pretty hard, isn't he? Go back to your seat then.
I think he's pissed.
Okay. So everybody else. Take it. That's cool. Take a nice deep breath. And out. Just feel it. And just allow it. And just let it. Want it to be a little bit. Just all the way. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down. All the way down. And again, for everyone else, when I touch my nose, you will feel like a pin has been stuck in your bum. Now I'm going to ask you to come back to me on the count of 3. Come back to me. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes, sit up straight. Perfect. Excellent. Now what was your name again?
Emma.
Emma, I understand that you do sign language.
Yes.
I understand that you're very good at it.
Amazing.
Excellent. Because I really need some help. Okay? This row of people down here, they are hearing impaired. And they're having trouble understanding the show. So could you do me a favour and just talk to them in your sign language? Would you do that? Could you stand out here and do that? That's perfect. Okay, actually, right in the centre of the stage. Sign language people stand off to the side of the stage. Thank you very much. Okay, so just let them know what I'm doing. Okay, so I have just got to tell you a story, because you see, while I was coming here tonight, and he understands your sign language. You obviously were telling a joke. Were you telling a joke? No. Okay. On my way here, and I've come a fair way. I've come all the way from Nanango. Okay, and Nanango's about 2.5 hour drive away. And I have to say, I almost thought that I wasn't going to be able to make it here tonight, because during this last week I was not feeling very well. I was feeling a little bit sick in the stomach, and then after a little while, it went to my nose. And is everything okay? Are you all right? What do you think it was? Sound like a needle. What's happening over here? What happened to you? Needle. How about you, sir?
Dill pickle.
Dill pickle. Look, could you just take a seat back down? I'm sure it was a once-off type of thing. I'm sure it won't happen again. We're not going to see that. Am I talking too fast, or are you doing okay? You're doing great. Okay, perfect. So I found that it went from my belly to my nose, and then. Look, could everyone just sit back down for a second? I've just got to tell this story, and it won't take me long, I promise. Okay. I promise there's nothing on the chair. Could you just move it a little bit closer? And can you just move it a little bit closer too? And that'll... No, that's right. There's someone sitting there. No, there's someone sitting there. We'll leave that there. Okay, now, after all of that, I found that... Could you take a seat, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. I just swapped chairs. Good on you. After all of that, I realised that it was pretty bad. And the reason I knew it was pretty bad was because I started to vomit, like projectile vomit. And it was not pretty. And it didn't stop there. It started at the other end too. And I thought I thought I wouldn't be able to make it here tonight, but luckily everything came better. My nose came good, and these chairs really aren't staying in line, are they? Is everyone okay? Okay, take a seat and everything will be fine, promise. Here, just slide that one back over there. Take a seat and I think everything will be cool. And as it turned out, I was good, and I turned out really well, and I made it here tonight, and I am having a great time. Are you having a great time? Yes, excellent. Now, I've just got something to say to you. Keep letting them know, okay? The hearing impaired people have left about 10 minutes ago. And I'm just sort of wondering how you're feeling about that.
I feel betrayed.
I'm really sorry. Would you like to take your seat back down? Yeah. Okay, we'll take that out of the way and we'll ask you two to move up, all the way up, nice and close, all the way up. Look at my hand and sleep. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Isn't that great? Isn't it amazing how many different types of people you find up on a hypnosis stage? Right. This lady here that I'm talking to right now, you've got the most incredible sense of smell. The most amazing sense of smell. You leave the little happy dogs at the airport for dead when it comes to smell. Your smell is so good that you can tell when people have taken medication. You can smell it on them. And even more interestingly, you can smell when someone's taken one of those little blue pills. You know the type of pills I'm talking about. Okay? I'm talking about the Viagra type of pills. And the reason I bring this up is I'm going to ask you to do me a favour. You see, my sister is here with me tonight. My sister Stephanie. She's my spinster sister Stephanie, and try and say that 3 times with a lisp. And she's looking for a date. And really, she's looking for someone who can perform. So what I'm going to do is give you this and ask you to use that nose of yours. When I ask you to come back to me, ask you to use that nose of yours to go out in the audience and find for me someone who's taken one of those little blue pills in the last few hours. Okay? Because my sister Stephanie needs a date. Okay, and I reckon there's 3 or 4 or 5 people out there. And this is what I'd like you to do. Just over their head, not in their ear, I'd like you to do this. And there we go. Isn't that amazing? Okay, this gentleman here, when you come back to me, your name will vanish from your mind. And it will be replaced with the name Mary. You will only answer to Mary, and you will be 100% certain that your name is Mary. So when you come back to me, you will be Mary. You will be a fabulous, I don't know what you call someone who smells really well, but you smell better than anyone else in the world when you come back to me. And I'm going to ask everyone to come back to me on the count of 3. Actually, just one more thing. The lady I'm touching right now, when you come back to me, the person beside you smells like he is simply rank. He smells so bad that it's like standing beside a rubbish bin. He smells so atrocious that you just don't know what to do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Now, what was your name again? Jesse, I understand that you've got a really good sense of smell. Can you do me a favour? I'm looking for someone that's had some environment well recently because my sister's here and she's looking for a date. Can you go out and find someone for me? Is everything okay? It smells bad. Who's that? What was your name? That's not Jordan. What was your name again? Mary. Okay. Emma, don't go away. Come back. Okay. Watch. Emma, watch. Smell changes from the worst thing you've ever smelled to the best thing you've ever smelled. Feel it happening. Now, what was your name? Mary. Emma, can you sit, please? Sorry. Jordan. She's fabulous, isn't she? Now, I'm really interested to know why it is, madam, that you have taken Viagra in the last few hours. Her? She took it? Okay. There'll be 4 or 5 people around. Can you find us a couple more? Thank you. Okay. Now, because of everything else that's gone wrong, I don't think anyone heard me when I asked you, what was your name?
Mary.
Mary. Okay, now Mary, have you always had the name Mary?
Yeah.
And who named you Mary?
My mom.
Your mum. That's okay. Stephanie will be very happy.
He's hiding it well.
Okay, so you got a great nose, but following instructions is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Okay, so we need another 3.
I took 3.
Oh, you come and sit down. That was very good, sir. Take it. Okay, can I ask, well, hang on, before we go any further, I'm a bit confused. Your mum named you Mary. Did you have a lot of brothers and no sisters? No. Okay. Is there
A reason why?
Yes. Is there a reason why? Did you cop it at school?
Oh, fuck you.
So you're 100% certain that your name is Mary? Yeah. Do you have any ID on you?
No.
No? Okay. Do you have someone here who has your ID?
His mum.
Do you have his ID? No. Well, that's blown that part of the skit. Then you can stay married. Everything's cool. Right. Now, is your wallet in your pocket?
No, I left it in the car.
You left it in the car. It's on his towel. Where's your towel?
Over there somewhere.
Can we have a look? Perfect. Okay. Now, is this your towel?
No, that's not mine.
That's not yours?
No.
What name does it say?
That's his Jordan.
That says, okay, so that's Jordan Lacey. What's your last name?
Lacey, but that's not me.
But that's not okay. So that's not your towel. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll give this back. So what I'd like everyone to do is just look at my hand. Actually, before we do, come back to me. And can we move all the chairs a bit closer together? We're starting to lose in there and all that sort of stuff. And there you go. Now, this, I haven't put you back to sleep yet. Watch. And sleep all the way down. All the way down. I'm not sure you came back to me. This gentleman here, the man I'm touching right now, when you hear this noise, and hang on, I've got to find my noise. When you hear this noise, does this darts club have a mascot?
Chicken.
A chicken. When you hear this noise, you will jump out of your chair and you will be the angriest chicken. Okay? Because your team just lost. Okay, so you are going to get up and you are going to be the angriest mascot chicken this club has ever seen. That's when you come back to me on the count of 3. Now, this lady here, when you come back to me, the number between 2 and 4 will vanish from your mind. It will be completely gone. So when you count, it'll be something like this. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's when you count, because the number between 2 and 4 is totally gone. And this gentleman here, Mary, when you come back to me, the number between 6 and 8 will vanish from your mind. Totally, completely vanish from your mind. And it will not be replaced with anything. It'll just be gone. So when you count, it'll be something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's when you come back to me. And it's just so gorgeous. Okay, when you come back to me, the lady, when you come back to me, the person on your left is a real freak. He's just crazy. He's just amazingly, oh yes, he's just like that. So when you come back to me, the person beside you is a real freak. Now, 1, 2, 3, come back to me. So cool. Did I actually give you the read? Can I have your hand for a sec? Sleep. Okay, the reason I put him back to sleep is I forgot to say, when you hear this, You better sit down, huh? You better sit down. Take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat. Okay. Emma, come with me. Emma, deep breath and calm. And now come with me. And take a seat. Take a seat. Okay, now that you've sat, your backside's stuck to the chair. Okay. Now, Jesse, do you want to come up here with me? I'm actually a little bit upset because some of the people in your dance club have been picking on me, and I think it's bullying. I really do. They've been picking on me because I have 6 fingers. Can you see that? Yes. Okay. Can you do me a favour? Can you count them for me? Hang on. 1 minute. Can you come with me? I need help. Actually, probably better if you take a seat for a second. You better come with me. Could you hold the microphone and move it between Jessie and I? Okay. So, to Jessie's mouth now.
One,
Okay, so count. No, point at them as you count.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Try that again.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Wow. Okay. So there's 6 fingers on that hand. Everyone saw it, didn't they? Okay. How many are on this hand?
Like,
7.
Couple points.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you mind a drink occasionally? You don't drink. Cool. Can we count that again?
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
6. There's 6 on this hand, and there's 7 on that hand. How much is that?
I don't know.
Can someone help us out? 6 and 7. 13. 13. Okay, we ready to go?
No.
So can you count both of them? Both of them.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12.
So there's only 12.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little one over there.
I don't know where to go.
That's my mother.
I will go and ask my mother. Would you take a seat back down, please? Okay. Just. Yeah, we'll swap you two around. No, you swap with Jess. Okay. Okay. What was I doing? He is a very angry chicken. Can you come back to your seat, please? I don't know. It's just seeing all these crazy things up here tonight. Are you noticing some crazy stuff? It's making my nose itch. And I don't. Is everyone okay? Could everyone take a seat back down, please? Look, it's going to be fine, I promise. Everything will be cool. Everything will be cool. Take a seat back down. Everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be great. Okay. Now. And sleep. All the way down. All the way down. That's perfect. And now, when you come back to me, you will notice sitting out in front of you a little doll, a happy little Papa Smurf doll. And every time that I say darts, he will yell at you. Now, as impossible as this sounds, it happens. He will swear at you. He will use the most abusive language when he's talking to you. And just because I say dance, now your job is to yell back at him. Now you don't need to swear, but you need to let him know that what he's doing is not on. Okay? What he is doing is not on, and it's your job to let him know and say, "Shut up, Mr. Papa Smurf." Okay? And that's your job to do. So that is something that will just continue on as we continue the show. So 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Okay. I'm getting tired here. I think I'm getting old to play this game. You know, I reckon I could just, looking around the room, have a game of darts right now.
no.
What's happening?
He's swearing at me.
Not right!
What's happening over here? Who's that? Papa Smurf is abusing you. What did he say? PG.
Said I'm fat.
Oh, Papa Smurf, that's not right. What happened?
You're doing bad words.
What? No, don't tell me. No, not to say. You didn't move at all. noticed him. You never noticed him. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Right. Now look, Papa Smurf is perfectly good. I don't think I really he was one of my heroes when I was a kid. You know, I remember the episode where he was teaching the younger Smurfs how to play darts.
Told you! No more!
What's happening up the other end there?
They're smoking.
Do you think that just what was that?
He called me a whore.
Papa Smurf! That is not acceptable. Not acceptable. What happened to you? Calm. Oh, what happened with you?
You called Heather a whale.
No! Papa Smurf, that's not allowed. What about you? What happened here? What do you think of him? He's a little one of them. What do you think of Papa Smurf?
I mean, he's not wrong.
The lady I'm touching right now, for the remainder of the evening, even after the show, will spend her time grovelling and begging forgiveness. All the remainder of the evening. Okay. Where were we? Now. Let's do this. Just recently, the big theme park down the coast got a brand new roller coaster. And when you come back to me, all of you will be sitting in the front seat of that roller coaster. And you will feel the drop as it drops out from under you. You will feel the pressure as you go up the other side. And you will follow my instructions as to exactly where you are on the ride. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. And there we are beginning the roller coaster ride. We are being click, 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 click. I'm sounding like a chook in myself. Click, 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 as you go up higher and higher and higher on the roller coaster. And as you get towards the top, you're looking over the edge. You're looking over the edge, and whoosh, you're going down and down as fast as you can go down, and you hit the bottom and you're going back up the other side, and you're heading up higher, and it's click, 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 click. And as you look there, you're starting, and that's it. What a great ride, and you're getting closer to the top of the next portion, and you're just about at the top, and you're just leaning over, and concentrate on the roller coaster. You're just leaning over the top, and again, and down you go, and deep and fast, and furious as you can go, and that is life, and that is the way. Perfect, and that is the greatest roller coaster we can have ever. And take a look at my hand, and I think that's enough roller coaster. And sleep. And on the count of 3, when you come back to me, we're going to be in a cinema, and you're going to be watching the saddest movie you have ever seen. And as you watch that saddest movie, it will just become, it's just the saddest. It's more sad than the saddest movie you have ever seen before. And you will... Let's find out. It will be so sad you will cry, tears and all. It will be that sad. 1, 2, 3. Come back to me. Look out. See the cinema screen there in front of you. Notice what's happening on the screen. Know that that is the saddest thing you've ever seen. Know that it is really, really, really sad. And it is so incredibly, incredibly sad. And now, as that sad movie comes to an end, they bring on possibly the funniest thing you have ever seen in your entire life. It is the funniest, most hilarious movie you have ever seen. And now it's funnier and funnier and funnier and funnier. And it is just hilarious. It is just hilarious. And now that movie comes to the end and a really strange movie shows up. It's like a home movie of your grandparents in fitness gear doing Jane Fonda workout up there on the... And that's what... And now back comes the funniest movie you've ever seen, and there it is on the screen in front of you. Absolutely hilarious, and it is just amazing. Just amazing how funny that movie is. It's just amazing. And now the movie's over, look up at my hands and sleep. All the way down. All the way down.
We've lost track of time. How am I going?
Okay, any suggestions? Is there anyone that would like me to...
Get up singing. Yes, sing it.
Make the fella on the end go for Liverpool.
The gentleman I am touching right now, when you return to us, you will be an absolute rabid Liverpool fan. Everything you talk about, everything you think about will be Liverpool. Go Liverpool. That will be 100% everything you can do. Absolutely. The lady I'm touching right now, when you return to me, you will be a famous singer. You will be your most famous singer, the one that you love the most, and you will, in front of this audience, give your rendition of your favourite song. So when you come back to me, you will be that singer. You will be ready and able to stand in front of all these people and sing like you have never sung before.
That one on the end, can you make him a Broncos fan that he hates the Warriors?
Mary.
The gentleman, Mary, that I am touching right now, along with your name, has gone any allegiance you have to the Warriors. You are a Broncos fan. You have loved the Broncos from day one, and you will forever love the Broncos. They are your team. They are everything that you need to be.
She loves football.
The lady I'm touching now, when you come back to me, your favourite sport is lacrosse. You live for lacrosse. Any other sport is just nothing compared to lacrosse. And that is all you want and will talk about. Now, when you all come back to me, we're going to have a nice little discussion like we were on a nighttime TV show, and I'll come up and interview each one of you. 1, 2, 3, come back to me. Well, welcome tonight. What a fabulous day, or a fabulous night, I should say. Tell the audience your name and the football team that you go for.
My name's Rob, and I go for Liverpool.
Isn't that fabulous, Robert? How long have you been following Liverpool?
since I could walk.
Since you could walk. Okay, so which team would you most like to see them crush?
Man United.
That is absolutely perfect. And just describe how that would go down.
1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 5-0.
5-0. 5-0 to Liverpool. Man United just been pushed into the dust. How's that feel? Isn't that a great thought?
Ah, you'll never walk alone.
There you go. Okay. Now, again, can you tell us your name and the team that you follow?
Mary, Brisbane Broncos.
Mary and the Brisbane Broncos. Now, I feel in the tip of my ear that I may have heard an accent there. Did I hear a bit of an accent there?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? And that little bit of an accent, where's it from?
New Zealand.
Okay, and you follow the Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah.
And which team do you think you would like to see them just destroy?
Oh, the Warriors.
That's it, absolutely. And when's the next chance that's going to happen?
I think it's round 8.
Round 8, and the Broncos are just going to annihilate
The Warriors.
the Warriors. And we're all looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. And you've got all your maroon colours all ready to go? Are you going to the game is the big question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you'll be barracking the Broncos.
Yeah.
Good man. Sensational. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have it makes my heart flutter to think we have such a famous person here tonight. Can you tell all of the people who you are?
I'm Lady Gaga.
We have Lady Gaga with us tonight. And Lady Gaga, would you sing for us?
Of course.
And if I give you the microphone, are you ready to go?
Oh, yeah. I'm only going to sing a little bit because my throat hurts. Here we go. I'm in the deep end, watches are diving. I never reached the ground. Crash through the surface where they can hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. That's it, yeah.
Can I have a round of applause for Lady Gaga? And last but not least, Jesse, I understand that you follow a really interesting sport.
Lacrosse.
And what is it about lacrosse that you love?
Everything. They're just shit. I don't like talking about that shit 'cause it doesn't interest me.
What doesn't interest you?
Whatever they is.
No, I need a little bit more of an explanation. What doesn't interest you?
Broncos, hair. Yeah.
It's just lacrosse. Lacrosse. And what's your favourite team?
My team.
No, not you, mate. Okay, Atlanta Jets, I don't even know who.
The Atlanta Jets lacrosse team. Can I have a round of applause for our guests tonight? They have been great. Absolutely fabulous. I love you. It's almost as much fun as playing darts.
That's not nice.
Not nice.
I'm already not talking to it.
Everything okay?
You know?
Is he still going at it? What do you want to do to him?
Take them outside.
Take him outside. Okay. And what would happen then?
Drop him.
Oh, from a very big height, I'm guessing.
Needles.
A few jabs on the chin.
Few jabs on the chin. Poor old Papa Smurf. Okay.
Jack Smith, wow.
Sorry? Needles. Okay. I need everyone looking at me. And sleep. Perfect. Okay. Now, what I'd like to do is pretend that the show's over. Okay? And we're going to send them away. And when that happens, we'll start playing a little bit more. Okay, so for everyone that's sitting up the front here in a moment, I'm going to ask you to come back to me. I'm going to tell you that I did not, in a moment, on the count of 3, I'll ask you to come back to me. I'm going to tell you that I hadn't succeeded in hypnotising you, that I just tried as hard as I could and I couldn't do it, and you were just too strong, and I couldn't make you do it, so nothing happened. And I'm going to thank you for attending, and we're going to applaud you, and you're going to send you back into the audience. And when we do, I'll ask you to just keep an eye on me and watch when I scratch my nose. And when I scratch my nose, the pin thing happens here too. And then I'll talk about darts. And when I talk about darts, the real stuff is going to happen. And then you'll still believe that you're never hypnotised. And you'll stay that way until the next time you walk through the door to a toilet. So the next time you walk through that door as you park through the archway, you will feel it come flooding back to you. Everything that's happened up here tonight will come back into your mind the moment you walk through that door. But until then, you haven't been hypnotised at all. It just isn't there, totally and completely gone, vanished from your mind. So, on the count of 3, come back to me. 1, 2, 3. Come back to me. Hi guys, look, I know that it was my job to hypnotise you tonight. And I know that I didn't do a very good job of it. I tried as hard as I could. I'm feeling like I've really had a bad effect on your night here tonight. I really did try, and I really wish you all the best. But I just couldn't hypnotise you. You were all too strong. You were just way too strong. So what I'd like to do is ask everyone here to give you a great big round of applause. And thank you for trying. I really appreciate it. And yeah, what more can I say? You can head back to your seats if you'd like. That'd be great. But stay in the room and yeah, if you could do that, that'd really be good. Thank you.
Did everyone have dessert?
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really am sorry. I really thought I was going to be able to do a good show here tonight, and I normally do. It must be because I'm in a darts hall.
Stop it! Stop it!
Okay, so obviously a darts hall is the place. I'm not making it say anything. Not making. Do you want to go outside? He says. Do you want to? We'll just sit him down there. He's actually a pacifist at heart. And now, I don't know. I just really have an itchy nose. And I really don't know what has happened to me. And wow, just crazy. Can everyone just take a seat, please? I really, it's been a great night. Well, it hasn't been. I didn't do really well, but thank you anyway. I'm sorry I didn't do as well as I could. It's really got my nose itching, and I just don't know what to do. Okay, now, so if everyone can just sit down and know that nothing happened here tonight. But I really appreciate you, and I really had a good time myself. Thank you very much.